claims that pizza is better for breakfast than most cereals. Yeah, but I'm sorry, it tastes horrible floating in that bowl of milk. Right now, we've got the NFL Network now. We'll get an idea what's going on with the big guys.
I'm Patrick Claybon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Speed was the name of the game on the first day of prospect workouts at the NFL Scouting Combine. Pittsburgh's Kalijah Cansey ran the fastest recorded 40-yard dash time for a defensive tackle since 2003, clocking in at 4.67. Not to be outdone, Georgia edge rusher Nolan Smith ran a blistering 4.39.40. That's the second fastest time for a defensive lineman since 2003. And the Combine is just getting started. Exclusively on NFL Network and NFL Plus, the defensive backs are on the field today. Then it's quarterbacks, receivers, and tight ends on Saturday. And on Sunday, the O-line and running backs get their work in. Finally, some sad news to report. Jerry Richardson, the original owner of the Carolina Panthers, has died. An NFL champion as a receiver with the Baltimore Colts, Richardson became the first former player to own an NFL team since George Halas. Jerry Richardson was 86 years old. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. Realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
It's a Friday, 3rd day of March 2023, first day of the California Midwinter Fair and Fiesta 2023 edition. Gates open at 3 in case you're wondering, but activities going on in the barns all day long, right, Gene?
That's exactly right. They make use of every single minute, too.
Okay. Do you know what a KV is, or a cavi?
I do.
What is it?
They don't taste very much good, but I don't know what family they're, related to. Whether they're a rabbit family or
is it a guinea pig or a hamster?
It's like a guinea pig. Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Like I said, I don't think they
taste a lot like chicken.
Yeah. It sounds like you're going to try it. Just let me know. Okay.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised that there's a vendor,
Or a recipe.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, but the gates and the opening ceremonies at 3 o'clock at the main gate.
That's
and, of
right.
course, KXO will be broadcasting live from the fair. It'll be Gabe today.
Gabe Lemuse. Yeah. Gabe has been exercising for the last week, just to get in shape for this occasion.
Yes. Yeah, he's all ready. How about some birthdays today? Are you ready?
How about?
Okay, singer, guitarist Mike Pender of the Searchers, 82. Actor Hattie Winston is 78. Singer Jennifer Warren, 76. Actor, director Tim Kazurinsky, 73. Actor Robert Gossett is 69. Actor Miranda Richardson, 65. Actor Mary Page Keller, 62. Actor Laura Herring, 59. Actor Julie Bowen, 53. Actor David Faustino, 49. Actor Jessica Biel, 41. Singer Camila Cabello is 26. Actor Thomas Barbuska, 20. Actor Raylan Castor is 20. And we do have local birthdays as well.
Well, let's have them.
Are you think you can handle that?
Well, I'm going to give it a whirl.
Okay, here's the local birthdays. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to April Hoffman, Luis Pitones, Ethan Escamilla, Abby Nero, Alisa Kuhn, Ashton Howington, Blanca Orozco, Bob Blakemore, Brandy Kalin, Cecilia Costa, Chloe Breseño, Devana Arvizu, Eddie Schultz, Elton Oliphant, Freddie Hawk, Jalen Johnson, John Mark Shetler, Jorge Carvajal, Juana Garcia, Maria Turner, Kristen Medesinka, Lorena Mendez, Lorraine De La Rosa, Marina Mendez, Mark Hamilton, Nellie Lerma, Robert Emerson, Selena Esparza, Vicky Hartzog, Robert De Leon. Happy birthday from KXO.
Happy birthday.
Okay, and another birthday.
Another?
Yeah, a hen in southern Michigan is now 20 years old. 20-year-old hen has been verified as the world's oldest chicken.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Guinness World Record says a bantam chicken named Peanut has outlived every other chicken on the planet. When asked for advice for raising a long-living chicken, well, the owner said, make sure they get plenty of exercise, a healthy diet, and avoid the local Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's probably really good advice. Best
words
you're going to get
live
today.
by.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, well. So the fair, did you raise animals when?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
A sheep, and what else? Yeah, of course, you don't show, well, you used to, but you don't anymore. We had horses, and that we never had any. Well, we had chickens, but not as a project. I think it was partly a project with 4-H.
Yeah, but they were for dinner.
Yes. When Grandma was visiting, you better listen to what she said. And if she says, I need you to go get a chicken, you better go get a chicken. Or she would go get it.
You know, Pam tells the same story about her grandparents in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's serious business.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go get a chicken for dinner. Yeah, we're having chicken for dinner. Go find Louise. She hasn't been laying so many eggs lately.
Yeah, have a eyeball-to-eyeball talk.
Yes. And Pam tells stories about the chicken running around the yard with its head chopped off.
Yeah. Yeah, that caused some excitement, especially when somebody had never seen that before and they were just passing through.
The things I missed growing up in a big city.
Yep. You just wouldn't believe.
Oh, well. Anyway, and as we said, the fair starts.
Yep.
And all sorts of activities going on.
Lots of things to enter that we're going to give away, too.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, great
tonight,
prizes.
UTV races in the grandstands, actually on the track.
I was going to say, can you put them in the track?
Well, you know, some of them probably could run up and down the stairs in the grandstands.
Yeah, or they might just drive that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could get them to admit that. But
yeah, that would be the way I would drive. Okay, and racing in front of the grandstands throughout the fair.
Racing is a popular item.
Yeah.
Say.
Remember when they brought in horse racing?
Yeah. It lasted a very short time.
That was a big flop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, everybody's got to have a flop. So
I guess. When they were here, it was the only time I have ever bet on a horse race. I'm not a big gambler, but I bet on the favorite to show, and I won 10 cents.
Oh, right.
So I quit while I was ahead.
Yeah, I would have bet on one of the cavies, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We've got some news.
We do. About a bunch of it.
We're going to start off with a look at some world news. And it is brought to you this morning by your friends in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News special report. Alec Murdaugh gets the maximum for a double homicide. Judge Clifton Newman at court in Walterboro, South Carolina.
In the murder of your wife, Maggie Murdaugh, I sentence you for a term of the rest of your natural life. For the murder of Paul Murdaugh, whom you probably love so much, I sentence you to prison for murdering him for the rest of your natural life.
Murdaugh made one last plea before sentencing.
I'm innocent. I would never hurt my wife, Maggie, and I would never hurt my son, Pawpaw.
Murdaugh had a troubled look on his face as the sentence was announced, but neither he nor his surviving son, Buster, shed a tear before the elder Murdaugh was led out of the courtroom handcuffed in a prison jumpsuit. He'll be transferred to a maximum security prison. Again, life in prison, no chance of parole for Alec Murdaugh. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
And our world news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Feel the groove, because it's opening day of the fair, 3 p.m. today. The 2023 California Midwinter Fair and Fiesta, presented by One World Beef. Enjoy the UTV off-road races, 5 p.m. in the grandstands. Elvis Tribute, 8:30 p.m. on the Mechanics Bank Center stage. It's fun time because it's fair time. Tickets available online and at the gate. Gates open at 3 p.m. today. For online sales and full schedule of events, go to ibfairgrounds.com. That's ibfairgrounds.com. Feel the groove.
And it's page one of the local news, page one of service of El Centro Motors. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Imperial Valley. At El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, the city of Yuma is mourning the loss of retired Fire Chief Philip Kxo. Kxo served as chief of the Yuma Fire Department from 1957 to 1989. He passed away on February the 28th at the age of 94. According to the fire department, Chief Kxo led by example. He was instrumental in the development of the Critical Incident Stress Debriefing Team, the Reserve Firefighters Program, and initiated the department's first of the Critical Incident Stress Debriefing Team, the Reserve Firefighters Program, and initiated the department's first certified emergency paramedic program. Chief Kxo served a total of 32 years with the Yuma Fire Department. Well, the city of Imperial appoints an interim police chief. George Gale has the story.
As expected, they appointed a retired chief, Michael Crankshaw. Crankshaw served as the chief of the Brawley Police Department before retiring from law enforcement in 2017. He began his career in 1986. During his career, he obtained a bachelor's degree in administration of justice. Crankshaw reached the position of commander with the El Centro Police Department. In 2013, he accepted an offer to become the chief of police for the Brawley Police Department. After retiring from law enforcement, Crankshaw worked as an administration of justice adjunct professor and a law enforcement academy instructor at Imperial Valley College. In 2021, he also served as the interim director for the Post Academy. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires Guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Well, it's cleanup day this Saturday. Here's more on that story.
It is for the city of Heber. The drop-off will be at 1184 Rockwood Avenue by the sewer plant. It is a free drop-off for Heber residents. The cleanup is from 8 a.m. until 12 noon Saturday. The Imperial Valley Resource Management Agency will be available at the event. You must show proof of residency, utility bill, or driver's license. They will be accepting computers, monitors, TVs, passenger tires, light truck tires. Rims will also be accepted. No more than 9 tires without a written exemption from the local environmental agency. They will not accept tires from businesses. If you need more information, go to ivrma.org. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A hit-and-run driver knocked over a fire hydrant on Wednesday morning. The incident happened shortly after 8 a.m. at 4th and Aurora in El Centro. According to witnesses, a car knocked over the hydrant and then fled the scene. Police were able to identify the car because the front bumper with the license plate attached was left at the scene of the accident. The car and the driver were located a short time later, and the driver was arrested and booked at Imperial County Jail for hit and run. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley. Remember, Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
It's tax season, and Barone Enterprises Services is here to help you get things done right. They'll make sure your income taxes are done properly with top quality, courteous, professional service. And employers, did you know there's some tax rebates you might not have heard about that'll save you money? Barone's has decades of experience with setting up corporations or partnerships and assisting businesses with QuickBooks and bookkeeping solutions. To set up an appointment, call Barone Enterprises Services or stop by their office at 404 East 2nd Street in Calexico. Barone Enterprises Services.
Page 2 of the local news, served up by K's Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. The dinner menu features 16 different entrees. K's Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
Continuing with more local news this morning, Imperial Valley College is accepting applications. Here's more on that story.
They are for the IVC nursing program fall semester admission. Applications will be accepted through March 31st. Applications must be submitted in person to the nursing office in the 2100 building. Instructions and applications can be downloaded online at imperial.edu/nursing. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, it's on its way. It's coming this month, the State of the County address. It will be delivered Friday, March the 17th. The State of the County address will be presented by the chairman of the board and District 4 Supervisor Ryan Kelly. The event will be held at Crown Citrus Company in Calipatria. Reception is at 5:30 p.m. The program starts at 6:30 p.m. Well, the San Diego area Border Patrol agents locate smugglers with a new tool. George explains more.
Recently, agents had discovered about 30 people being smuggled across the border. The agents detained the 30. The suspected smugglers escaped capture. Other agents followed the fleeing suspects. It led them to a suspected stash house in National City. The following day, Border Patrol agents raided that stash house. Inside the house, they found a 35-year-old U.S. citizen, more illegal migrants $1,000 in cash and a loaded AR-15 type rifle. They also found footage of a recording showing the arrest of the day before of the 30 smuggled people. The footage had been captured by a drone. Border Patrol believes smugglers are using drones as a surveillance tool to determine the location of Border Patrol agents in order to avoid detection when smuggling people across the border or transporting them to stash houses. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
K Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates sushi rolls, one for each of our 50 states, and come join them with their famous sake bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingan. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at K Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial, or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at KSushiBarandGrill.com.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a mostly dry and tranquil weather pattern is expected through at least the next 7 days. A warming trend is expected through the weekend, with highs climbing into the lower 70s by Sunday, with little change in temperature through the middle of next week. 69 our high yesterday, 40 the overnight low. Today, the first day of the California Midwinter Fair and Fiesta, will be sunny with a high near 70. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 42. North wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south. Saturday, sunny with a high near 76. Southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest in the morning. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Mostly sunny on Sunday with a high near 70. West-northwest wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. We have 46 degrees downtown El Centro, 71% relative humidity. Wind right now out of the south-southeast, 3 to 5 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news, served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls, 50 different varieties of sushi rolls. That's one for every state. Go ahead, try them all. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma, the Peanut Patch. What a great place. You got some really nice people, Donna and Pat. They're there every day, and you get smiles, and you get to enjoy the Peanut Patch. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time, closed on Sundays. The Peanut Patch with homemade chocolates in either bark or cluster forms. How about fresh English toffee or pecan turtles made from a special recipe from scratch at the Peanut Patch? You will find so many great things waiting for you at the Peanut Patch. And did you know the Peanut Patch offers tours Tuesdays and Fridays? Yeah, you can check it out. Find them on the web, thepeanutpatch.com, and you'll get directions how to get there. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, what a great place to spend a day. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action. The Wizards whipped the Raptors 119-108. Mavericks topped the 76ers 133-126. Spurs dumped the Pacers 110-99. And the Warriors topped the Clippers 115-91. The Mavericks managed to find a formula for success with their all-star guard duo. Well, all they need is for Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving to each score at least 40 points. When they do that, yeah, you're going to win. And after losing for the fourth straight time and blowing a double-digit lead yet again in sudden fashion, the LA Clippers found themselves searching for answers as to why they are headed in the wrong direction in the Western Conference. Well, the Clippers dropping the Lakers without King James, also having a tough road for the next 3 weeks or so. And Detroit Mercy's Antoine Davis finished the season 3 points shy of Pete Maravich's record. Yep, Pistol Pete is the NCAA Division I career scoring leader with 3,667 points. But Davis, a fifth-year star, needed 26 points to pass Maravich. He finished with 22. Didn't quite make it. Pistol Pete, the Pistol Pete still reigns.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And what's going on in baseball? Well, Fernando Tatis took over in right field yesterday. He's got a big arm, yeah, but he's not quite ready for the big leagues in right field. They'll find a place to play him. And, the PitchCom. Yeah, Twins manager Rocco Baldelli said the PitchCom device catcher Tony Walters was loud enough for Tampa Bay Rays hitters to hear every pitch that was called. Plate umpire Brennan Miller heard them all through the wireless system. Kenta Maeda still threw 2 scoreless innings, allowing 2 hits. He struck out 2, walked 1. Yeah, there are some issues there. Don't forget UTV Racing on the track in front of the grandstands at the California Midwinter Fair and Fiesta this evening. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs. From business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Norfolk Southern CEO has sold some stock and set up scholarship funds for East Palestine. Alan Shaw sold almost $500,000 worth of the company's stock this week, a month after the toxic train derailment. And Shaw's stock sale came the same week. The company announced Shaw had personally set up a $445,000 scholarship endowment fund for seniors at East Palestine High School that an unspecified number of students will be able to use to attend college or vocational schools. Meanwhile, following an issue with a battery fire during testing, Ford will restart production of its popular F-150 Lightning electric pickup Monday, March 13th. By then, the truck will have been out of production for about a month. During pre-delivery inspections, one of the trucks caught fire, according to Ford, and the company halted production and deliveries of the F-150. The company then began an investigation, along with the battery supplier, into the cause of the problem. Once the issue was figured out, battery cell production started in the restarted on February 20th. And in the coming days, the new battery cells will be assembled into the battery packs that Ford uses to build the trucks. Ford has not provided any information about what the specific issue actually was. Well, let's take a look at the big board. Right now we see green. Yes, the Dow up 137 points at 33,137. The S&P 500 up 32 points at 4,012. The NASDAQ up 118 points at 11,581. Meanwhile, gold jumped $10.60 an ounce. Oil is up 17 cents a barrel. Better buy now before it goes even higher. And inflation data pushed the 10-year Treasury yield above 4%. Is that where it's going to be? Can it go higher?
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Sunny skies today with a high near 70, south-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 42, north wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming south. Saturday, sunny with a high near 76, southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Well, the temperature jumped up to 49 degrees, 66% relative humidity. Right now, the wind out of the south-southeast at 5 to 7 miles an hour. The wind a bit variable throughout the Imperial Valley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. CBS News is coming up. We'll be back after the news. Don't forget, got a great website. Check out our web, KXORadio.com. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey, what we're doing right now will be available on our YouTube channel a little bit later. Subscribe. It's free.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Steele.
I'm Steve Kathan. Punishment decided the day after a conviction in a high-profile double murder trial. CBS's Jim Crisula.
South Carolina Circuit Court Judge Clifton Newman gave 54-year-old Alec Murdoch the maximum sentence for the 2021 murders of his wife and 22-year-old son.
In the murder of your wife, Maggie Murdoch, I sentence you for a term of the rest of your natural life. For the murder of Paul Murdoch, whom you probably love so much, I sentence you to prison for murdering him for the rest of your natural life.
Murdoch twice declared he did not do it.
I'm innocent. I would never hurt my wife, Maggie, and I would never hurt my son, Pawpaw.
Prosecutor Creighton Waters.
No one who thought they knew this man, no one who thought they were close to this man knew who he really was. And, Your Honor, that's chilling.
Prosecutors had earlier decided not to seek the death penalty against the disgraced and disbarred lawyer.
It's a cleanup day in parts of Louisiana and Texas after tornadoes. CBS's Janet Shamlian.
Little Elm, Texas, where at least 6 cars and trucks were buried under bricks, metal beams, and other debris when devastating winds collapsed a shopping center.
It just was like a boom. It was on us.
We got a tornado on the ground.
In the Dallas area, wind gusts as high as 80 miles an hour, downing power lines and plunging hundreds of thousands into the dark.
Well, today, President Biden awards the Medal of Honor to 83-year-old Vietnam vet Paris Davis, one of the first black officers to lead a special forces team in combat. Regan Hopper is his daughter.
It's a shame that it took this long, 58 years, for Dad to be recognized with a medal that he was completely worthy of. But my family hopes that in some small way, it could just help us all heal some of the divisions in this country.
The Justice Department has arrested 2 Kansas men alleging that they illegally exported aviation-related technology to Russia and provided repairs for the equipment. Overseas, CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb has new details of Ukrainian military drills near the border with Belarus, a key ally of Russia.
These drills on the northern front follow warnings the Kremlin is planning a renewed offensive in the spring. But in Ukraine's east, the fighting is only intensifying, with the town of Bakhmut now nearly all under Russia's control, making protecting the north an even higher priority.
Checking Wall Street's right now in the early going, the Dow is up 132 points, the S&P is up 31, and the NASDAQ is ahead 117. This is CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm asking about Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital. Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
Just when you thought you'd heard everything.
It's a collab between the former president and 20 inmates locked up in the D.C. jail for their alleged roles in the January 6th insurrection. The song, Justice for All, features the inmates singing the national anthem, which they recorded by jailhouse phone. That's interspersed with Trump reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, which he recorded from Mar-a-Lago a few weeks ago. The song is listed in the devotional and spiritual section on Apple Music, and money from the downloads reportedly goes to support the families of those locked up. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
In an interview, Trump's Vice President Mike Pence refused to say if he would back the former president if Trump wins the 2024 GOP nomination. Pence is expected to decide by spring on whether or not he'll run. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.